We're sticking with the same agent. Now, if you're calling expired listings, you probably hear this objection quite a bit. Another way that you'll hear this is if you're prospecting really any other lead source is going to be we already have an agent, or my cousin's an agent, my uncle's an agent, my aunt's an agent, something like that, right? The bottom line is they're telling you that they always already have somebody that they're going to work with. Now, the funny thing is that this can go two ways. They can be telling you the truth, or they could have just already attended Prospect University and they've already been conditioned that by them telling you this, you're going to quickly get off the phone with them and move on to the next prospect and ultimately leave them alone. This gives you a much bigger opportunity to dig a little bit deeper. All right. One way to turn this objection around is to simply ask, who are you currently working with? Here's the way it goes. I'm always going to stress that you use your approach, whichever approach that you're using, should always end with a question. The favorite question that I have when I'm making my approach is, would that be okay? All right. So my approach goes like this. John Smith, please. This is Blake Wallace. I'm a seller representative specialist with Wallace Realty Group. I understand you've been trying to sell your house. Is that correct? Great. The reason I'm calling is because I wanted to find out what happened and see if there's any way that I can help. Would that be okay? At this point is when they would say, you know what, I already have an agent. All right. Or I'm going to go back with the same agent. At this point, I would simply say, oh, you're going with the same agent. Okay. Or, oh, you already have an agent. Okay. Who are you currently working with? If they have a question, if they have an answer to that question, they're telling you the truth. All right. They're going to tell you, I'm working with Bob from over at XYZ Realty, or I'm working with my cousin. Or they would just say, if they're lying to you, they would probably tell you something like this. They would probably say, look, you know what? I'm just not interested right now. Try calling me back in about a month or so. At that point, you can dig deeper into why they want you to call them back, because they said that they already had an agent. This is not an argument that you're having with them. What you're trying to do is uncover the truth, because your approach has been honest. You told them exactly what you're calling for. Now, the expectation is that that honesty is reciprocated, right? So after they tell you that and they stick to their guns, if they say, yep, we're going to be using Bob with XYZ Realty, or we're going to stick with the same agent who had our property listed before, then what you can say is, great, you know, that's a great agent. Completely understand why you want to stick with the same agent or why you have loyalty to them. I'm not trying to change anything that you're doing right now. Listen to that. I don't want to change anything that you're doing right now. The whole purpose of us speaking further would be simply so that you can compare my services to what you're currently using and see if it makes sense. Would that be okay? Try it out. Stay in the pocket.